So this facility has a lot of different hats that it wears in order to service the people. So there's a lot of people affected by this active shooter, possible shooter call. The call came from building 26. And the Bob Wilson Drive street is blocked off. Bob Wilson Drive is blocked. Florida is closed. And there was a lot of talk about, from the news anchors about PTSD, vets, mental health. That was mentioned many, many, many times. They mentioned Fort Hood. They mentioned jihad. There was just a lot of different things that were mentioned in interviewing some in the reporters giving their reports. We did have, I'm sorry I don't have a picture here, but there was a couple, Nikki and Broderick, who have a newborn in the NIC unit there at the facility, because it is a hospital. The woman Nikki, who was the wife of Broderick, who was a active duty Navy sailor, his wife Nikki mentioned that she believed it was a drill because they had been having so many drills, and that she felt it was just a whole bunch of useless chaos, and that she was kind of feeling frustrated, or very frustrated, because she said that they are continuously on lockdown, and that she felt that even his place of work is on lockdown also, which is nowhere near this location. So she just said that any slight thought of a threat, they're just instantly put on lockdown, and she just sounded very frustrated. The husband didn't have much to say. Of course, he's full of vaccinations and brainwashing, so he just was kind of going along with the flow and saying that safety was first and this and that. And so we did get a confirmation from Courtney Cube, who was in building 26, that did say that the shots that someone had called, because they thought that 3 possible shots were coming from the basement. The SWAT were in marked and unmarked vehicles. This guy here on the screen, he is a Navy petty officer, and his name is Petty Officer King. And he was just showing up for his usual training, but was late, and he was happy about that because he wasn't inside of the building. So he absolutely didn't have a clue about what was going on, which is no surprise there. The college nearby and the zoo was all fine and open as usual. There was no extra security precautions taken there. However, all grade schools were completely shut down. There were no one was allowed to go into the high school, the elementary school, and even the preschool or the nursery. The child care that was nearby was shut down, and parents were not allowed to come in to check on their children at all for safety. So this is a situation that is very touchy. There's a lot of people that are involved with this. They had all of the facility, on lockdown, and parents, patients that were actually inside of the building were told not to use their cell phones. They were told that they needed to put their cell phones away for safety, that they weren't allowed to do any texting or video recording or any type of thing like that on their phone. So those were taken away from them. Also, it's very interesting interview with the CHP, who said that the newscaster told him that they had observed so many different agencies here on scene so quickly, and he said it was a good thing and it was a great opportunity that he would be able to work with all these different agencies, and that they have a close relationship because they do a lot a lot of simulated drills with them all the time, and this kind of seemed like one, but he said it wasn't. He was clear to say that this was not a drill. So the patients that are actually in the hospital were not allowed to leave, but no other patients weren't allowed to come in. They said they were treated, fairly. They just weren't able to move freely. Their rights were stripped from them, so they were only able to go to the restroom or go and get water with an escort. So they were not allowed to walk around freely at all. Again, like I said, this building is very large. It is, 80 acres worth of land over there that is sitting on, and it is a multi-storied building. It has different capacities that it takes, inside of it to take care of all different type of things. We did observe here. You see, they were walking out civilians. They were walking out military members. They were walking out patients. They had to walk out. They had to get up against this SWAT truck, put their arms against the truck, and then, walk. They were walking in single file lines. They were showing military. They were showing white people, black people, Asian people, all type of people. They were being sure to hit every political angle, and not to leave none out. This guy here is Captain Kirk Jones, okay, and he was the commanding officer, the liaison, if you will, and he was sure to say that they were asking him repeatedly if the call had actually came out, and he did make mention that he was very, very careful to say that the caller heard what she thought were what she thought were gunshots that were recorded gunshots. This is what this guy said. This guy actually said that gunshots that were recorded. Okay. So apparently maybe this person, I'm just speculating here, thought that it was an actual drill, and they were supposed to call in when they heard the recording of the gunshots, but this was not in that case, and so I guess that call wasn't supposed to go out. So we also know at 9:24 that SWAT rolled off at a speeding off with their lights on as if they were going on some type of a chase, but there was no more information on that. But about 6 minutes later at 9:30, we had the SWAT team rolling up, and well, no, they were already there. I apologize. They were actually going inside of the building, getting their gear out and their big guns. So they did go inside of the facility about 9:30 to start their process. Okay, so again, there was a lot of emphasis that there was a lot of training going on, and there was numerous agencies that were there, and these people said they absolutely basically don't know anything. There was a guy that showed up that was very concerned about his wife. He had spoken with his wife, but it had been an hour and a half that had passed that he hadn't spoken with her, and she was very concerned. She said that she was told to stand down, and that she was not allowed to stay where she was at, and that she was not allowed to come out of her office or wherever she was. They wanted her to stay put. And a few very, very, very interesting comments that were coming from Captain Jones and from the news reporters that were asking him if this was the new reality for the military. And his response was that this is the new reality, not only for the military, but for the country. So he made it very clear that this is the new reality. Okay, this is the new reality for the United States. Okay, look at here, people. This is your new reality. Get a good look at it. New reality. SWAT. Okay, SWAT. This is the new reality for American citizens. Okay, we are not free. We are not free. This is the new reality. Okay, this is a SWAT vehicle. Okay, these people are moving quickly. Okay, oh, very important. Mr. Captain Jones said that they did have a lot of training going on from numerous agencies, and that they had just did a training exercise, emergency, what is that? It was a turning down emergency care training exercise in December called Run, Hide, Fight. A training called Run, Hide, Fight. So we heard that when the caller called in, she said, run, hide, fight. All right, everybody, this is Miss Tony signing out. Just want to say thank you for looking at the video. Please subscribe. Please like this video. Please share this video. And hey, we got to keep our eyes open. And blessings to everybody that's woke. Let's get it.